Good afternoon or early evening, Oxnard. My name is Paul Carganilla. I'm the Community Affairs Manager here at the Police Department. And for the next few hours or so, till about 11 p.m. tonight, I'm going to be hosting a virtual ride-along right here on Instagram and Facebook stories. So I'll be riding around with a police officer. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them here. We will answer them as we can. But yeah, come along with us. Let's hop into a police car here. I found an officer to ride with, and we are immediately going to an injury traffic collision. Ladies and gentlemen,
can you dispatch
Officer Kyle Smith.
One of the vehicles is Tesla.
Hello there.
And it's smoking.
What beat are you working today?
We are working beat 22. So
What are the boundaries of beat 22?
boundaries of beat 22 is going to be in the north side of town, going to be Doris. And the west side of town is going to be Ventura Road. East side of town is going to be the Boulevard. And on the south side of town, it's going to be Woolly Road. So we are arriving on scene to assist our partner.
On scene at the traffic collision, and hopefully everyone's okay. Didn't get far from the police station, but we are blocking traffic westbound. For the collision.
Was there any vision experiment, like the sun getting the eyes or anything like that?
So we conducted a series of standardized field sobriety tests. The driver was found to be under the influence of controlled substance and has subsequently been arrested for driving under the influence of drugs. So we'll be going to St. John's Hospital here for a blood draw.
So how many years have you been an officer?
I have been a Oxnard police officer for 4 years. Prior to that, I was a Ventura County Sheriff's Deputy for approximately 3 years.
And what assignments have you worked so far?
Well, at the Oxnard Police Department, my primary function is patrol. I recently became a range safety officer to assist in firearms training, and I also assist with the K9 unit as a decoy. So I'm the guy that puts on the suit and takes bites from police canines.
Take a bite out of crime. While we are here at St. John's having our arrestee checked out, let's answer a couple of these questions. A couple of you asked, you have your physical agility test on Thursday. Any tips on how to prepare? Well, with just 2 days left, I think whatever general shape you're in is pretty much set for Thursday. But get some good sleep, do some stretches, some warm-ups in the morning, get ready to run, do some push-ups, climb some walls, and best of luck to you. Thank you for applying. And for anybody out there looking for a career and has ever thought of a career in law enforcement, we are hiring. Head over to joinoxnardpd.com and apply today. Another question here is, are ride-alongs open to the public? Yes, they are. You can apply, fill out an application. Applications are on our website, oxnardpd.org. I think you click on the transparency tab. You can find our ride-along applications. And also, if you just come into the police station, to the front desk, they will have ride-along applications as well. If I have a DUI, can I still be a police officer? Absolutely. It all depends on how long ago it was and what you've done since then and the time since to make yourself a better candidate for this career. Why doesn't Oxnard have their own academy versus other departments? I think the only departments that have their own academy are the really, really big ones like LAPD. The rest, as far as I know, are kind of countywide or regional. So we are actually sending candidates to 2 different academies right now. Every 6 months, we'll send candidates to the Ventura County Academy and the Golden West Academy down in Orange County. But to answer your question, just the sheer size of the undertaking that is the academy, I think you want a larger pool of candidates and new employees going through there. Who is the person? What is the person in charge of the homeless situation in Oxnard? If by that you mean who is the supervisor of our homeless liaison unit, that is Commander Kevin Basinger. We do have, this unit is a 7 or 8 officer unit completely dedicated to providing resources to our unhoused here in Oxnard. They work full-time all week long, trying to get services and help to these individuals. But to answer the question, if that was the question, the supervisor of that unit is Kevin Basinger. You can reach him at kevin.basinger@oxnardpd.org. If I failed the polygraph, do I still have a shot if I reapply, or are my chances done? Yeah, you definitely still have a shot. You just have to wait a year, I believe, to reapply. But yeah, you can throw your hat in the hiring process again and hope for better results this time. Good luck. Would you be able to do an Instagram live ride-along? Unfortunately, no. Due to the nature of the work and the sensitive information that could be shared, addresses, names. That's why I'm not in the hospital right now, is because I can't be filming in the hospital, and just a lot of sensitive information we can't be streaming live. But hopefully you're getting a decent experience through a series of short videos. What degree is required to become a police officer? At our department, we require a high school education or equivalent. And there are, of course, bumps and salary bumps for associate's degree, bachelor's degree, and of course it helps you get hired if you have a higher education. Who do we have here?
This is Captain.
Hi, Captain.
Captain, can you say hello? Oh, what was that? That was just a leap.
He's a wellness dog for the hospital?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, he's beautiful.
This is Captain.
Hi, Captain. As a high schooler, what could I do right now that could prepare me to become a police officer? Make good choices. Surround yourself with great people. Get good grades. And yeah, just set yourself up for success. Are we accepting applications? Yes, yes, yes. Go to joinoxnardpd.com or governmentjobs.com and search Oxnard Police Officer. Every how often can you do a ride-along? I think it's a case-by-case basis, but the general rule is you have to wait a year after you've done one to apply again. I promise he's almost done. Well, I can't promise, but I think Officer Smith is almost done in the hospital. But this question is suiting. How long does it take from start to finish on a call like this? Well, we'll find out. I'll let you know as soon as we clear this call. But yeah, we got called to the traffic collision around 6:15, and it's almost 9 o'clock. So Why doesn't Oxnard PD have their own air unit? A couple answers to that. I think it's just easier for us to contract with the Ventura County Sheriff's Office with their air unit whenever we need a helicopter, because those instances are so few and far between, and it would just cost the city so much money to build a fleet of helicopters and have trained pilots to pilot them. So it's just easier for us to contract with the county. And then luckily, we actually recently started in recent years our first unmanned aerial systems unit, which is a unit of police officers that can fly drones. And we have a drone team. They're not used for surveillance. They go to calls for service to help whenever we need eyes in the sky. And so a lot of the reasons that we would need to call a helicopter out for, we're covered now with our drone unit. How long does it take to become a police officer? Well, it takes about 4 to 6 months to go through the hiring process. That's all the steps to get hired. And then once you're hired, you would go to the 6-month-long academy. So that's 10 to 12 months right there. But that's paid. Once you're hired and you're in the academy, you're getting paid. And then field training after your academy is about 6 months, 5 to 6 months. So it takes about 1.5 years, I would say, from the start of the hiring process to being off on your own as a police officer in your own unit. Does it always take that long?
Actually, no, it doesn't always take that long. Sometimes it actually takes twice as long. It's all dependent on what kind of injuries the arrestee sustained and how busy the hospital is, or if they have like emergent medical problems, or the hospital they receive traumas or what have you.
Or if you have to go to county.
Or if you have to go to county jail, yes. In this instance, we did not have to go to county jail. She was cited and released due to her cooperation.
And answered a lot of questions on the Instagrams while you were in there, but one of the questions was, when you're in there, is there another officer in your place out in the city?
So today, luckily, there was an additional officer assigned to the same beat. However, not always. Sometimes at that point, the surrounding officers, the neighboring beats, then take over and respond to calls for service in my beat while I'm currently busy at the hospital.
I had questions from high school kids or young adults that are between high school and 21 years of age, wanted to know what they could do to prepare themselves for a career in law enforcement.
One of the things that you can do, something that I did when I was 14 years old, we have Oxnard Police Department Explorer program. They also have their own Instagram you can check out. It's between the ages of 14 and 21 years of age. It's a program for young police cadets to get a taste of law enforcement. You get to do things like ride-alongs, work various events, go to trainings and competitions.
We were headed to a loud music call, but our partner got there and cleared it first before we got there. So what are we doing now?
So now we are using some intelligence-led policing. We're checking an area. It's a high crime area for a known wanted subject. We have an outstanding felony warrant for robbery.
And you just saw him earlier today?
I did see him earlier today while I was coming into work.
We're on the lookout. Literally on patrol.
Station 320 Charles 210.
22 Charles 210, keep coming. Woolway and Victoria.
What's the call? What are we here for?
So we're here for a loud music complaint. Currently there isn't any music playing. This is the second call in approximately 5 minutes, so we will just contact this person.
47 and 42 Charles 210.
Advise them to try to keep the music down.
42 Charles 2. 47 and 42 Charles 2.
So what happened?
So I contacted the sole occupant in the garage, and just advise them that to keep the music down if he is playing music. He stated that he is done playing music for the night, and he's going to have a good rest of the night.
Can you dispatch one additional?
So I talked to security, right? They said they've talked to me 3 times, right? We said he's talked to me 3 times, so this is your official trespass advice. If you come back to the property, you're going to be arrested for trespass. After this time, right? Yeah. Go ahead and grab your phone.
You're from Oxnard?
Yes, I am. I was born in the city of Ventura, but I've raised in the city of Oxnard. Lived here my whole life.
Do you like working in the city where you grew up?
Yes, I do. I do like it because people of Oxnard are my people. I live here. My family lives here. So it's important to me. Every call I take very seriously because I shop at the same places as everyone else does. I eat at the same restaurants. So I try to help everyone out as best I can.
The DP is a white male, 40 years, with a beard, wearing a gray jacket.
Time flies when you're out on patrol, and it's already been 5 hours. I gotta say goodnight, but thank you very much, Officer Smith.
Thanks for having me. Have a good night, guys.
And a big thank you to everybody who's sent in some questions. We will continue to answer those over the next couple of days right here on The Story. Hey, look, everybody, I found the hiring sergeant, Michael Thomas, here to answer more of your questions. Does OPD hire year-round, or is there a season for hiring?
That's one of the great things about us at the Oxnard Police Department. We hire year-round. We have 4 different academies we send trainees to. 2 here locally in Camarillo at the Ventura County Sheriff's Department's Academy, and 2 other academies down in Huntington Beach at the Golden West Police Academy.
Any recommendations for the written exam?
So here at the Oxnard Police Department, we offer 2 different written exams. The first one is in person through our human resources. It's called the Pellet B. Pellet stands for Post-Entry Level Law Enforcement Test. Study guides for that one can be found on the Post website. The other test we offer is through the National Testing Network. That test is an online video-based test. There's not any study recommendations I can give you for that one. That one does cost $50. You get the results immediately. With the Pellet B one, you have to wait about 3 weeks. Whichever one you want to take, we accept both.
And what are your guys' tattoo policies?
So we're not allowed to have tattoos on the tops of our hands, our neck, or our face. Any other tattoos, like full sleeves on your arm, as long as they're done tastefully, are allowed.
If anybody has any more questions, how can they get a hold of you?
You can reach out to me at my phone number is 805-385-8300, or send me an email at michael.thomas@oxnardpd.org.